to love why my cup be running over. I'm hard and Kilimanjaro if you're my shoulders.
The girl don't go overboard. She say she don't need the love. Many dirty things where her eyes sit on gems. She say she don't need the toy, but she go need the God. She say she don't need the love. Many dirty things where her eyes sit on gems. She say she don't need the toy. 18 plus X, she go need God. Zero parental guidance, someone she don't need love. 18 plus X, she go need God. Zero parental guidance, someone she don't need love.
Cause I know if not so I follow the OPP. I made the balance for Go City. She say money one name with no biggie. Yellow CC, Ogongidi. You know no say I mean Oko CC. Chara no day I'm on OVC. Atanana okay she don't OVP.
The girl don't go overboard. She say she don't need the love. Many dirty things where her eyes sit on gems. She say she don't need the toy, but she go need the God. She say she don't need the love. Many dirty things where her eyes sit on gems. She say she don't need the toy. 18 plus S, she go need God. Zero parental guidance, someone she don't need love. 18 plus X, she go need God. Zero parental guidance, someone she don't need love.
Hello, I don't think I can continue with this relationship anymore. I'm fed up, I'm tired of this relationship. I don't want to break up. I'm very tired of this relationship.
Regular say PLM. Let me take a little ride. Thinking of you cause I'm losing all. I don't fall in love again. Breakfast to me is a nothing no more. Easy to see, to love you with heart and soul. Crying every night, weeping only cause of you. I don't want them no more. I don't want them no more. I don't want play no more. I don't want play no more. I don't want them no more. I don't want them no more. I don't want play no more. I don't want play no more. Them say they see you for relay, baby. Only you. Hey, why? They say they see you for a better, baby. Only you. I don't fall in love again. Breakfast to me is a nothing no more. Easy to see, to love you with heart and soul. Crying every night, weeping only cause of you. I don't want them no more. I don't want them no more. I don't want play no more. I don't want play no more. I don't want them no more. I don't want
had a rumor that you were searching for the station to give you joy, laughter, and happiness. I had a rumor that the station you're searching for is right here. I mean, here. 98.3 Mainland FM, the sound of Lagos. Good morning, you're listening to 98.3 Mainland FM. My name is Lillian and it's time for Health Plus on this beautiful dial. I know, Christmas is on Sunday, you're supposed to be relaxing, but your health will not go on break. I mean, this morning, a lot of people I know broke down. Harmattan has come for people like us who, physically seem strong, but when small Harmattan breeze blow, like, we just dive to one corner. This period is not for us, okay? And your health cannot say, okay, because of its holiday, I won't give you headache today. Oh, no, you won't get fever. Accident will not happen. No. Since all those things don't go on breaks, I think we shouldn't too, right? It is Health Plus. It is 98.3. It is Mainland FM Sound of Lagos. Today, we're going to be talking about popular medication myths. Myths that, we grew up listening to. I've heard a lot of them. I cannot even begin to tell you how many I've heard. But we're going to be either debunking them or proving them as fact. With so many different medications available, it can be overwhelming to try and understand which ones are safe, which ones are effective, the method we are taking it, is it good? Are we doing it well? But it is important to know that the facts. As taking the wrong medication at the wrong time or taking it improperly can have serious consequences. Now, on this program today, we'll be separating facts from fiction and exploring some of the most common myths and misconceptions about medication. We'll take a closer look at the safety and effectiveness of over-the-counter and prescription medications as well as alternative therapies. We'll also discuss the important topics like, drug interactions and some other things, maybe side effects, who knows. Join us as we demystify the world of medication and give you the knowledge you need to make informed decisions about your health. I am not alone. I'm not a pharmacist, I'm not a doctor, so I cannot have authority on this topic. The only thing I can do for you as a good child that I am is to bring somebody who can talk about this with me, alright? And I have a pharmacist here with me. He is pharmacist Kenneth ETOKAKPAN. He is also an author and together we'll debunk or prove some myths as fact when we come back from this break. Don't touch that dial, don't go nowhere. It is 98.3 Mainland FM Sound of Lagos and, I'm Lillian. FM and it is Health Plus. So like I have said, we're talking about I'm not alone. I have a pharmacist and an author, Kenneth ETOKAKPAN. Hello. Did I get that pronunciation well?
Yes, you did. Absolutely.
Shabalistic. Okay. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, very well. Thank you.
Hope it was not difficult locating the space.
No, it wasn't. It was actually very straighthtforward. Yeah.
We pride ourselves in it. Expressway. Cannot joke with express. Okay, first of all, let's just dive right in, real quick, because a lot of people have some shopping to do. So, what
medications and myths. So medication, let's define what a medication is. So a medication is any substance or a drug in which you use to either prevent, to cure, or to diagnose a cure disease. Then a myth is, obviously we know what myths are, like
things that you've heard from probably from when you were young, that delving into the medication myth. So those very popular assumptions that you hear about medications, that actually it was just passed down from generation to generation.
I don't understand. You go to school, the thing your mother told you is what you're hearing from your friend. I'm like,
True.
How did you hear the thing my mother? Were you in my house
Word
last
of
night?
mouth passes very fast.
I don't understand. You go to the east and they'll tell you the same thing.
Right.
These things are really crazy, and it is only imperative that we take it upon ourselves to tell you which is which and separates, the myths from the facts. So let us just go in, right? Because we have a lot of First of all, dose or taking it at the wrong time is not a big deal. A lot of times they'll tell you pharmacist, with your weird handwriting, say take one morning, take one afternoon, take one night. I don't understand. I don't know the science behind it because I was not told, right? So I'm taking one morning, afternoon, night. And then I miss my ninth one. I said, okay, let me take 2 in the morning.
Hey, error. So that is a huge myth. So when you miss a medication, you do not take double of the dose, because it's going to enhance the side effects and the adverse reactions of the medicine to your body. So what you're supposed to do, so for example, okay, we're asking for the science behind the 3 times daily and everything. So when medications are produced by pharmacists or pharmaceutical scientists, so there is a lot of research that is done to make sure that the dosing or the drug in the body is maintained at a certain level to be able to cure that symptom or disease that is in the body. So if the dose or the drug, that is the science behind 3 times daily. So if, for example, you need to take a medication 3 times daily, you need that, but in the morning, just continue the dose. 1 tablet. I should not take 2. No, don't take 2, because you're going to be doubling the side effects of the medication upon your body, which can be very dangerous for the body. Okay, so that means the concentration you're talking about, this plenty language you're speaking. It means that you have calculated how many hours or minutes will take between each dose. Absolutely. So if they tell you it means take it within 8 hours or 10 hours, make sure you take it with it. Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then, okay. Speaking of doses. Yeah. So I was prescribed meds, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm okay now. The fever has gone. I'm not that shaking. Yeah. I just take just 1 tablet out of the 10. I'm telling you, ask me to take my medicine. You beat me. In fact, remember when I beat a sick person? Yeah. You know that water don't pass Gary. So, I feel better, right? When I'm sick, if I perceive stew, it's something called antibiotic resistance. You have done successfully if we cannot. So that's why it's so important. We just beseech you about herbal supplements that we always say tread with caution. The reason is because herbal supplements, it has not been fully evaluated, so we don't know the particular concentration of a particular active ingredient that is able to trigger a certain response to the body. So you're listening to Health Plus. We're talking about what live on Facebook and YouTube. Doctor here 36000 of how I mean things to apply to on our skin. Not side effects. Sometimes some of those people in the long run they come down with kidney failure. So why the skin? So that's why we have a lot of organs are shutting down. This place now we have dark skin. You don't know Jack. There's no way they will use those products. They're like, so I started using this one, and so please listen to that one. If you don't listen to medications work. Now we are talking about right? Same goes for let me even deal their track record of excellence and consistency. From far back, it has been shown to be efficacious, to work. Right, but the thing is, it has an active ingredient. Right, but the thing about it is that there's something called generic, which just contains only the active ingredient, and these people have built a name. They have marketing budget behind. I said there are certain the same thing. They have the same active pharmaceutical ingredients. Yeah, but then you still have to be careful where you purchase. Right, very important. Because you can't just purchase medicines, especially something you're taking into your body. Speaking of purchasing, right? So they say use trusted pharmacies and all that, and then there's place I used to stay. This is trusted pharmacy that was there and make people go to 11th cloud during the day. Yeah, you sure? I know they whine me. Sorry, they whine me. So only a couple of people knew about this thing that he did, because I know people who went there to purchase from him, and then he sold expired meds and everything. A friend of mine
they prescribed drug for her. She went to the pharmacy to get those drugs, and it almost killed her.
Oh, wow.
So this is digressing a bit now, because you mentioned trusted pharmacy, which is many of the pharmacies. A lot of pharmacies, they sell contra. The only time that many of them go get away.
Perspective. Even if you take him to court, he's going to win you.
Legal drug dealer.
Yes. I'm using that in a the spot. But what I mean by that to you,
they count a lot of things minor, because it happens. I don't have a prescription, but give me this.
A prescription to assess it, but accessible healthcare provider, you can work for this, and it's a potential poison, and you'll be well after.
Get headache.
3 days. Go and see
your
doctor. Very important.
Yeah. Of course, you've been hearing the voice of bunking so many myths. I sap in knowledge, but took them in, but they are actually not correct. Many of them are wrong, some of them are right. Our job right now is to differentiate fact from fiction, and I never chop, so I can't tell you what to do with it. All right, so we have talked about so many of them, and I've been enlightened. So let's talk about this one that says that, okay, you see, vitamins, supplements. Okay. First of all, let's bring our supplement and put it on the stand.
Yes.
A lot of people rely on supplements. Vitamins, B, A, Q, Z supplements.
So what supplement does is that, because we cannot get all the vitamins, all the minerals from our nutrition, that's from our food. Supplement does is that it helps to, the name suggests, supplements. So it will be lacking from maybe vitamin B or vitamin C or vitamin D, right? And you need a supplement to be able to, but obviously it needs to be prescribed by a doctor. You can't just walk in. Yeah. It's not a prescription only medicine, but it's not something you just self-diagnose and say, oh, I need a supplement. They see that, oh, you're lacking in this vitamin, lacking in this mineral, and they say, okay, you need the supplement, take it once daily for maybe 1 month or for 2 months.
So I can't just say, okay, since I don't really take a lot of food that contains vitamin K or iron, I can just...
How do you know that?
I don't take a lot of... I know the food... I'm just saying, okay. Imagine, I know the foods, that I should take to give me those vitamins, and I know that I don't take them. I'm an Indomie and spaghetti person. Or noodles, I beg your pardon, noodles person. So I feel like, okay, I don't take enough vitamins that I should. Can't I just say, okay, let me take this to supplement?
Yes, it's
by myself.
Speak to a pharmacist about it. You might not need to go to a hospital, but speak to a pharmacist. Yes.
Okay. Another thing about the supplements is, it is not, you're saying that it is a supplement, so you should not replace it. You should still find those foods
very important
that should have. So those tablets that we used to take when we were growing on, that's still the called vitamin C tablet. Those are actually vitamin C supplements, right?
Vitamin C supplements, yeah, because your body, some vegetables, some fruits like oranges, they contain a lot of vitamin C. So if you lack some certain amount of vitamin C, it will manifest in your body as some symptoms. So you might have scurvy, you might have some certain ailments or diseases. So those tablets are just supplements to just help to add to the vitamin C you take from normal food and vegetables.
Okay. So can one overdose on it, on vitamins? I used to buy a lot of vitamin C, white and I did the same thing.
White? Oh, that's a very
white and orange, because
that's a very.
I have been scammed.
It is the same thing.
I don't know. I don't still believe that.
I wish I could shout for this. It is the same thing.
I don't believe that. Same. Let me give you just. Do you know why? There are a lot of times I will have injuries in our mouth and everything. Immediately I have any injury on my mouth, I just take vitamin C and it seals. But it happens when I take vitamin C white, but the orange one, it doesn't really.
So what happens is that vitamin C white and vitamin C orange or colored, like the name suggests, is just an orange flavor of vitamin C. Vitamin C is vitamin C. It's called ascorbic acid. vitamin C. It's the same thing.
So I
But
was
it's
just punishing myself for nothing.
exactly. But Nigerians like to suffer help.
The bitter, the better.
Like you just feel that if it doesn't taste bitter in my mouth, more this thing no they work. But it's just preference. People just prefer.
There's
their
not like
medicines
1% higher concentration.
at all. Honestly, my sister, nothing.
So I don't have to. I don't have to be taking the white because
No,
they
don't
don't
have to.
taste good
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
In fact, the white gives me injury in my mouth.
Imagine, yeah.
So why does it give me injury and the yellow does not give me, the orange does not give me injury?
Because vitamin C naturally doesn't have a nice taste. Right. So that's why it is flavored with orange. That's why that one is colored, right? It's flavored with orange flavor. That's why it tastes better. It's more pleasant to the taste. So, but if you just take it, the one that is just not colored or anything, it tastes kind of astringent, like just very harsh.
There's a way it can even give me injury. So I'm thinking, this can injure me. Can't it?
No, it's just
Okay.
it's a myth.
So can we overdose? I'll just go tell them, give me 50 now, give me 100 now, and I'll lick everything as they go. Can we OD on vitamins and supplements?
So for vitamin C, your body, so there's something called water soluble and fat soluble vitamins. So vitamin C is part of water soluble vitamins. So it's easily absorbed into the body. So what that means also is that there's also something called recommended dietary allowance or daily allowance of each of those vitamins. So if you exceed it, you're treading on dangerous path, right? And I think vitamin C has its own excessive dose, so you're not supposed to pass that dose daily. So it's so important that you just stick to the dose that your doctor or your pharmacist recommends to you. Yeah.
Stick to the dose, don't take everything because of the sweets. And I don't like taking malaria medicine because one day I took anti-malaria.
Okay.
Because anti is to prevent, Abi.
To treat.
To treat.
Yes.
I don't understand. Which one prevents malaria? Like you feel
So
like
it's in the broad class. So we just all call it anti-malaria. But under that anti-malaria, there's still some medications that prevent the ones that eliminate the malaria parasite.
people should be telling us know everything very well.
That's why it's good, because you can't know everything. So that's why it's always good to, for your health, speak to doctors, speak to pharmacists
yes,
about
I've
it.
heard you.
Yes.
We'll shoot that. So and for malaria,
Yeah.
anti-malaria medicines, whenever I take them, I feel I just throw up. In fact, last time I took 2 times ago that I took meds, I was prescribed that med. I threw up immediately. Like that was like the next thing that happened. And since then I've been scared of taking, because I don't like when I puke, right? So I don't like taking anti-malaria. Is there any way that somebody can take something after that to cushion that effect? But 1 second. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning. Your name and location, please.
Maybe you flash this number now. Flash me now.
Okay, pardon that. So is there anything that one can take that will cushion the effect?
Okay, so for puke, so there's some certain anti-malaria medications that people react adversely to. So you just need to find out, if you just speak to your doctor or pharmacist that, I react adversely to this particular one. There's so many other options for him to or her to give you that your body will be able to tolerate better. And also, if he feels that even tablets are not better, there's the injection route for you to go right. But there are different options of tablets or medications for anti-malaria that you can choose, or they can choose for you that your body will be able to tolerate.
What about those that says that you can take more or less meds depending on how you're feeling?
No, that's like, remember what we said earlier, why the dosing is important. It's not just arbitrary, it's not vibes. So when a doctor tells you or a pharmacist tells you take 3 times a day, it's not vibes. It's not like, it just feels like. It's something that if you stick to, more often than not, 99% out of 100, you should get better. So you're not supposed to take less than that, you're not supposed to take more than that. And the reason is because if you take more than that, it could lead to very adverse side effects: nausea, vomiting, kidney failure, liver failure, right? If you take less than that, the symptom will not be eliminated. So it's so important that we stick to the dosing or the dosages that our healthcare professionals give us.
Let's move over to antibiotics because we cannot you cannot talk about it enough.
You can't overflog it.
You can't. So there's this one that a lot of girls do whenever they are pregnant or they feel like they are pregnant or they might get pregnant. They might just take, the more potent ones.
Yeah.
They just say, okay, if I take this antibiotic like this, everything is supposed to enter, don't come out.
Yeah.
How true is this? How viable is this option?
It's not viable. It's false. And what you are doing is you are doing antibiotic abuse, and in the long run your body will suffer for it, or the person's body will suffer for it. So I always tell people that when you keep abusing antibiotics, in the long run antibiotics will no longer work in your body, and it takes quite some time for medicines to be produced. So what if all the antibiotics that are supposed to work for your body does not work anymore? As a result of that, if one now falls prey of an infection, the person is very at the mercy of the infection. So it's very important that you do not abuse antibiotics, and it's not true that it's a contraceptive. Antibiotics is not a
because
contraceptive.
a fetus is not a
bacteria, an infection.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about the way people take medications now. A lot of people take medication with any fluid as long as it's liquid. Is that right? Some people take with beer, some people take it with soda, tea, anything. Is it right to take medication with just any liquid?
No, it's not right. And it's not right because there are certain medications that react adversely, so it's something called interaction that interacts negatively with some of these liquids. So for example, I want to use the popular metronidazole, popularly known as Flagyl, right? If you take it with alcohol, it's going to negatively affect that drug, and it will work in your body and can cause very bad symptoms in your body. You'll just be having palpitations. That means your heart will be beating very fast, right? So it's always good to stick with water. If you don't know any fluid to drink your medicine with, just water is the safest option, and it's the most preferred actually.
What
Stick
about those
water.
cultists that don't take water?
He said
They're cultists.
He's a cultist.
Yes. But nothing that anybody can tell me. It's just take meds and I was like, clap. It's malaria that smells. So what about those ones? Are we supposed to must we take water, or is...
See, you can take, is preferred to use water. Then after that you can use any drink.
I'm saying must you use water? Can you just chew it or
chew it?
Yes. Now I'm trying to tell you, those people are cultists. They chew medication, or you just take it like just swallow it. They don't use water.
So if you chew medication, so what happens when you chew medication? That's another I need to address. So if you chew medication, right, because you've grounded it, the body is the one responsible for disintegrating it and making it dissolve
when
and
it gets
everything.
To the stomach, right?
Exactly, when it gets to the stomach. And if you don't do it from the mouth, that means you're already negatively affecting that drug. So as a result, it's not going to work how it's supposed to work normally. Right, so you're not supposed to chew medications.
Please hold your ears right now and listen.
Please,
medication is not for unless it is for those ones that are supposed to be chewed.
Yes, so
there are
particular medications that your doctor or your pharmacist will tell you to chew. So there's something called antacids.
Yes,
right? Those ones are to be chewed. Yeah, but if it's not supposed to be chewed, please do not chew them, because it will not work how it's supposed to work in your body.
What about those people who go out and say, hey, you know what, this way they do you and I don't do me before, and when I go to my hospital, my doctor said I take this one and take a morning, afternoon and night. I go work for sharp don't clear. Oh yeah, take. Should they be doing that?
No, you shouldn't be doing that. Why? Because medications are prescribed based on very specific or individualistic differences. So if someone prescribes, or your doctor or a pharmacist prescribe a particular medication to you, has taken into consideration your whole makeup, and you are seeing that okay, the person's weight, the person's age, the person's previous reaction and everything, his body is supposed to accept this drug very well. But if you not go and take it when all this assessment has not been done for you, it can negatively affect you. That is why it's so imperative that we always speak to a healthcare professional before taking any medication. Don't just go and say, Baba, doctor, or Baba, give me your medication. It has worked for you to work for me. No.
And mothers should listen to this as well, because let them don't pass.
Yes. Oh, it has worked for my first child. It worked for my second. Your second child might have a whole lot of individual makeup that is different from the first child. So as a result of that particular medication will not work for that child.
There's some parents that will go and bring out one medicine box.
Yeah.
Where did you say it's doing you again? Okay, take this one. So the only thing that you should have in your medicine box is first aid medicines, right? Talking about paracetamol, things that right, antacids.
Yeah.
But anything prescribed, once you are finished, discard.
Yeah. So medicines are also very storage sensitive and temperature sensitive, and that is one of the ways in which people do not get the best out of their medications.
Keep in a cool, dry place.
That is why it's always written clearly, keep in a cool, dry place, away from sunlight.
Yes, so
because sunlight negatively or badly interacts with all these drugs and reduces the efficacy. Yes, and the potency. Yeah.
Okay. We decided to choose this topic because of the different medicines available right now, and you need to know the facts before taking any drug or medicine. I'm trying to use medicine right now because a lot of people use drugs, and I'm not talking about the illegal drug. Stay away from illegal drugs. Stay away from it. It will only cause you more harm than good. That being said, it is because of the wrong way that people take medications. That is why we decided to talk about this particular topic, and I think that Pharmacist Kenneth has done justice to this. Is there anything you want to add before we disappear from here?
So I would like to say that medicines are potential poisons. It's very important. A difference between a poison and a medicine is just in the dosage and in the instruction given to you at the pharmacy or at the hospital. So it's very important that we stick to the dosing or the dosages our doctors or our pharmacists give us to take our medicines.
And that's why a lot of people OD.
And they have all sorts of bad side effects, which is bad for their body. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Pharmacist Kenneth, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
I hope you'll not be a stranger.
No, ma'am.
All right. So you're listening to 98.3 Mainland FM, Sound of Lagos. If you want to have a recap of what we just talked about, you can go to YouTube because we're streaming live at 98.3 Mainland FM or Mainland FM 98.3. Sorry, Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't mind me, I'm thinking about the rice and chicken out eat on Christmas Day. By the way, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you.
Merry Christmas, Lillian.
I'm available for enjoyment. Okay. All right. Up next is Still on the Matter with Timmy Thames and Alexander. Don't touch that dial. Don't go away. Enjoy this song from Olamide titled "We Outside." Actually, we're inside, Sha.
Tune into the King of Songs and